Hey, Twitter.
Instagram.
Hey, YouTube.
Welcome to the L&D show, guys. I'm your girl, Lala.
I'm the one and only Devante.
I'm your girl T.
And I'm the shadiest, messiest one of them all. That's right. You're one and you're two. Des.
And speaking of being the shady and the messiest, tonight's show is going to be very shady and very messy. So stay tuned towards the end because we're going to go in on a little something that you guys already know about, boo. All right? And make sure that you guys are at Falls Park this Saturday for my performance in the park with all of my divas, including Trinity K. Bonet from RuPaul's Drag Race. You don't want to miss this.
I'm ready. It doesn't matter. I forgot to take me out.
All right, guys. So, how was y'all's week? Starting with T.
Good.
That's good, boo.
Not long.
That's okay. Good. Weekend and everything, too? Okay. Okay. Awesome. Des?
Well, my weekend was kind of, I went to, let's say, hurt a few people. But other than that, it was great.
Okay. All right.
So
Move right
glad
along.
you-
Devontae, how was your week and weekend?
My week
Leaving.
was everything. I was kind of in between the weather. I had an event to attend. It was lovely.
Okay.
Not looking forward to it or anything like that because it's a little touch and go. But it was cool. But Sunday I was kind of in the bed. I wasn't feeling too well. But the week has been
Yes.
so far. You know,
Awesome. Awesome.
And Lala, how was yours?
My week was shitty, but we will talk about that at another time. But other than that, I am here. I am here sipping
We're
on
here.
my Long Island iced tea here. Okay. Hello. Yes.
Delicioso.
So it's
I
keeping
have
me
some
sane.
mosquito. Some good mosquito.
Yes, look at
Yes.
mosquito, honey.
Yes.
Get into
Yes.
it. Bobby.
Well, as
Okay.
for me,
Hey.
I
Okay.
had
For the
lovely.
fanciness. The fancy.
I got my passion drink tonight.
Okay.
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 Watermelon
Well,
vodka, topped off with some pineapple drink.
Your look is
That
giving me
sounds
sex
good.
on the beach this evening.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Des, what you sipping on down there?
honey, just a
Oh,
little
man,
spice and a little mango to get it
Okay.
going.
Spice of a little mango. All right. All right.
it reminds me of
So
a
when
man.
What?
so what?
It reminds me of a man.
Have
Oh.
you ever had sex on the beach, Des?
The drink? Yes.
No,
Why? Look. Never
that
have
area
I ever. Take a sip.
Mm-hmm. Look at him.
had sex on the beach.
Have you ever had sex in the park, Des?
Never have I ever had sex in the park.
Are you drinking? The back of
Look,
Excuse me,
This
what?
is my truth. This is just my truth. It's my truth.
this stuff is not rehearsed, guys. Like
This is
we
all
can't
my
make this
truth,
shit up.
sis. I was going to need to
We can't make
listen.
this shit up, okay?
No, we
Biz,
can't, honey.
you've been in the back of a car on the beach, up in the tree house, behind
Treehouse.
that boy's mama's house. You've been in the park. Um, you was on the outside of the church because you know you want to get struck down, but you was near that church that time.
Well, he
I
sure
believe you
isn't
have me
denying anything.
confused with you because the only place I've ever been was on truck in the parking lot of a park,
Des,
and that's it.
child, Des,
Thank you.
child, you
Let
like
me
a boy.
understand this. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait. He just said he has been in a truck in a
In the
parking
parking
lot
lot,
in the
Mm-hmm.
park.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
That was that
Des,
one night.
In that
Des,
order.
And
Then
then
you
one
had
night,
sex in the park, then, bitch. You had sex in the
In
yes,
that
park. It
one
doesn't
night.
matter where. You
Okay,
had
but
wait,
it
sex
was
in the
wait,
just
park.
wait.
one
In
night.
that one night,
I'm gonna
in
say
that one night with one person
One
or
person. One
multiple,
person.
multiples. Child, you're like a board house.
Well, Devontae, wasn't you getting it in the zoo
Wait a
right
minute.
there?
in the
Wait a minute. What you say
zoo.
to my day?
Devontae was
What you
getting it
say?
in the zoo. He was getting it in
I
the
said,
zoo.
this is like a boarding house. Everybody got a room.
I thought he said. That's what I thought he said. That's what I
Wait a
thought he
minute.
said.
Well, honey, let me say this to you then. If I'm the boarding house, you are the cousin that led them to me because they surely had to light you to get to me first.
Damn!
They just blew
You
one out. They
two.
got there, didn't they?
Oh
You
no, honey, you're still
two.
being passed and lit to this day.
You said you've been passed around.
No, I
And
said
to this
you are
day.
still being lit and
Mm-mm.
passed through.
Oh.
I can't, but that's why I was
Now
like,
I said this show was gonna be shady
Excuse
and
me,
messy, but I
I
didn't know it was
couldn't
gonna
hear
be
what you
this shady
said
and messy.
because my tea was very good. So hold on one second.
go ahead and deep throat.
Well, I
Lubricate.
don't know whether to
What,
drink mine.
what is the reads this evening?
Shady
Save
is at
it
its
for
best.
later on.
Oh, honey.
What's new, Devontae?
Child, y'all is
What's
about
new
to
in
huh?
what is
Yes.
new in this crazy
Let's be
America?
professional for Fox Soul. How about let's speak that into the atmosphere.
Jeez.
Okay.
Let's be professional for
Yes.
Fox Soul, okay?
What's new, Devontae? What's going on in the world today?
Well, let's talk about the good old fashioned. It's becoming a little bit more popular these days, but paying it forward.
Always
Ooh.
good. Always
You
good.
have a limit, you know. And this topic actually came from to us from our cousin. We love her. She loves us. She watches the show. But she had posted a few days ago about somebody. Brittany Hawthorne was going to say her name. Brittany Hawthorne. She had
Brittany
posted.
Hawthorne. Hey, Britt.
Hey, Brittany.
Yes,
Hey, Brett.
somebody had accidentally cut her off. I can't remember which drive-through it was in, but somebody had cut her off, and they noticed, so they decided to pay for her meal in the drive-through. So they got us thinking.
Oh,
Would you pay it forward? Is there any reasons why you would or would not do it? And do you have any limits to paying it forward? Let's go with you, Des. Let's start with you since you the least likely to probably do it.
Well, see, that's where you're wrong because I actually have done it several times. And I have done it while I was at work.
No, well, so would
We
you
know
pay it
you.
forward?
Mm, mm.
Like give us an example of you paying it forward.
Let's see.
And we don't
I
mean
paid for this elderly lady that was in my drive-through.
Okay.
She didn't have enough. I believe her order was like $14.72.
oh wow.
The other one was like $35, and I was actually in line. Yeah.
Okay.
you paid $35 for
Awesome.
somebody?
Okay. Well,
That's
with that being said, though, do you actually have a limit? Say, like you in a drive-through, you're next in line in the car before you pay for your meal, so you decided to follow suit and pay for the next car. But let's say that they're total because they have 7 kids, 2 uncles, and a grandma at home, and they order come up to be like, I don't know, $84.
How much?
84 $84.
he said how much?
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Let me
Oh, wait. I,
did you say 84 or
yeah, because I switched numbers right in my head. So,
um,
say 84, right?
He
I'm
heard him.
48. 84.
Okay.
You make good
84?
money.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you gonna pay the $84?
you gonna pay
Yes.
the 84? Okay.
Sucks.
See, I'm not
Listen.
as evil as you think I am.
Oh, you are. But okay. So Lala, what about you?
Well, it has never happened. It has never happened to me personally, but I have witnessed it in the store once, where it was a guy. He paid for another. It was an older lady. He paid for her, and as he was leaving, he told her. She told him, "Thank you for that. That was a blessing." And he told her to, next time you see somebody in need or need help, whatever, just pay it forward. You can bless somebody else, keep the blessings going. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I thought that she was going to pay for mine once he said that, but,
Let me get
but
the
of course,
alarm.
yeah, but of course,
When you waiting, when you
I
waiting,
think I was waiting. I
what's
was
supposed
waiting,
to be
but
driving up?
no, but no, she had a lot of stuff in her buggy and everything, and I think her total came out to be over 30 something dollars, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, and he actually paid for it, and so he told her, she was like, let somebody else pay it for it, So I mean, stuff like that has happened to my grandmother before when the kids were little, my younger cousins. She was in shoe carnival buying them shoes or whatever, and she didn't have enough money to cover one pair of shoes. And this other gentleman, he actually paid for all of the shoes combined. So yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, he paid for all the shoes combined.
The
So
blessings
I mean,
from
stuff like
me.
that, you call those angels on earth, because they bless you in your time of need. And sometimes, they may need those shoes, and the parents or grandparents are, probably saying, Lord, how am I gonna pay for, how am I gonna pay for my next meal or the next meal for the house and everything? And then here you go, you're out and about, and somebody covers it for you so you can have that money in your pocket so you can go buy the food that you need or the items that you need for your house, just so you can, survive.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a sweet thing. But would I do it? I absolutely would do it if I had the money. If I seen someone that I thought that maybe, needed help, whatever, I would definitely do it. you know
Well,
I would
technically,
I
you
would
have
definitely do
done it.
it. When?
At my other job, it was that
What are you
day
talking?
where you had came through and somebody had paid your order, and then you had paid the car behind you.
Oh, I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
also you
I'm
did.
glad you don't remember your deeds.
Oh, I don't remember doing that. Wow. Well, thank you for remembering that. I really
You're
don't
welcome.
remember
It was
that.
like, I believe, 375 or something. I believe I can't remember the whole order.
These totals though.
Huh?
Okay.
What
That
numbers is what I do, honey.
we
It's
All
what I
right.
do.
I'm gonna keep it
Let's
professional.
see.
T.
Uh,
So what about
Yes, cousin.
what's your stick?
I do it quite often actually.
that's
That's
wonderful.
And
great.
it's happened to me a few times, but I do it quite often. It's
Oh,
something that
that's
I'm known
good.
to do. Mhm.
That's a good
And
thing.
I do have a limit though.
Mm,
I do have a limit.
that limit.
Okay, because I am a cautious human being now.
Of
You
course.
go somewhere, and you know good and well. I mean, you have to be financially cautious before entering a store. Now, don't go and pack your buggy up, and your order is 2 plus, and you
Mm.
swiping your card and ain't but $20 on there. You know better.
Oh yeah, that
No better. I shouldn't have to pay for more than. Now, in that case, if you have at least, if your order is $200, you have at least 150. Okay, I'll throw you the 50. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
my children are grown, and it's just me and my wife. Why not? I know it's coming back to me tenfold. But if I got to
Absolutely.
pay you more than 50,
Mm.
my
Yes.
limit is 50.
Yes.
what
Yes.
about you,
And what
Devontae?
about you, Devontae?
Well, just like T, I do it quite frequently as well. I might, be in the line, and it only I can be the one who actually starts the train of paying it forward. I'll be in line, and like, hey, I'm gonna pay for the car behind me, or the two cars behind me,
Mm.
Mhm.
something like that. Or I might be in the store, and you ever seen somebody who's counting the change out in their hand, and something that's fills you up. You're like, wait, it's like, you know what? I feel like they're struggling. They're
Yes. Like that's probably their last.
so I have
Yeah.
done that, on several occasions. And, just like T, I do have a limit now. You know,
Mhm.
if you go into a store you only have $5 to your name, don't go in there and think that somebody's gonna automatically, say, hey, I'm gonna cover that $75 grocery bill. And you only have $5. Now, I mean, we all can go in with the spirit now. We all can. But
Yeah.
don't go in there praying and hoping, because sometimes the Lord don't show up. You know,
Listen, he
He's gonna
said
show
there
up
will be a ram in the bush.
for him.
And
But
there was
But
that bush.
listen, but you knew you didn't have it. So
Yeah.
he said that you a few dollars short, something like that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll step up, because it will come back. Now, most of the things that I do at the kindness of my heart, and I'm not
Of
looking
course.
for a blessing in return. But when it does come, because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna come when you least expect it.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
true,
There
true.
I don't mean to cut you off, but there are some people who always record themselves doing this. I guess
I
just to get
don't,
recognition and stuff like
I don't.
that. And I don't believe in that part. I just feel like you're just trying to,
Hype it
bring
up.
As a
attention to
matter of fact,
yourself.
now I
Where
was
there are celebrities. Oh, go ahead, Devontae. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
just like you were saying, about people recording themselves or posting about it. Like I said, I wasn't going to talk about this. However, since we're on the topic, like yesterday, I only had $5 in cash to my name, and I forgot my card, in my work truck. And this guy, he walked in, I had saw him in the bathroom. We were both washing our hands, and I'm getting my drink from, QT, and he comes out, and he's telling me his story and everything about how he's having a hard time. The shoes on his feet are causing blisters, and I do know some people sometimes they will tell you a story just to get to you, but this man seemed very legit. So that five that I had, I just went on ahead and I just gave it to him, and I ran back to the truck to get my car. Then a few weeks ago, I think you and Raphael, I mean Dez, both know about Greenville Memorial, and there's a convenience store across the street called Spinks. There was a man
Hmm.
sitting outside, and he was asking if I could spare a few dollars to get something to eat. So when I went in the store, I pretty much just doubled my order, which I was going in there to get lunch myself. I just got him a sub, him a drink, and some bag of chips. So when I came out, I just gave him the food, because I didn't have any loose cash on me. I didn't have any loose change. So I was like, you know what, this probably is the best. This is the best
Option.
next thing. So I definitely don't mind helping somebody. I definitely don't mind paying it forward, and praying and hope that a blessing does come back down the road. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, it will come when you least expect it. So,
Hmm.
Right. And I was just about to say about this whole celebrity thing. We're always putting them in the spotlight when they are, how can I say this? When they do wrong in the world, I guess you can say that. That's not what I'm trying to say. But when they do wrong in the world, we put them in headlights and everything and in headlines. But we never praise them when we see them doing good for others. They don't.
Hmm.
They don't usually like record themselves, but there's somebody recording because there's celebrity there, and they like Ti for instance. He did this whole thing where he paid for all these people's gifts back on one Christmas back in the Walmart in Georgia. And
Yeah, I remember.
I don't think he was recording it, but it was somebody that was recording it.
Right.
But he never got, respected for that. But this whole scandal that's going on now with them, it's like just brought them into the headlines. So I'm just like, why can't, we
Mm.
when we see people doing good, why can't that be a headline?
Emphasize.
Why can't that be a
Yeah.
headline? Just to,
Yeah.
break the ice with all the bad stuff that's going on in the world. Let's bring some positivity to it. Just say, hey, there is some good in the world still, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all I got to say about it.
Right.
So I guess moving on, what else do we have, guys?
um, well, let's just turn this topic all the way around.
Not all the way
Okay.
around, honey.
All the way around.
That's not good. Turning it all the way around, child.
Let's do a whole 180.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, you feeling spicy today,
Will
honey?
you
All
Is it
180.
getting hot or
Oh, it's gonna get, it might get hot. It might get hot.
oh?
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Ooh, let me just fix
Can
the
it forward
system.
to doing
We
good in
getting
the world,
hot.
right? So with that
Mm-hmm.
being said, on the other note, on the other hand, the other foot child, the other shoe has dropped.
Oh,
When is it okay to do evil for evil?
Ooh, this is my favorite.
never. It's never okay to do evil for evil.
I think there are certain
You
circumstances where
sure?
it is necessary.
Are you
Sometimes
sure?
a
I'm
certain
sure. Two
see,
wrongs never make a right.
I will say that. See, we all as Christians and as religious people, Buddhists and everything say turn the
I
other
got religious.
but we all have a point of no return. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
we're human, so we all fall short of the glory. But
Correct. Correct.
I think, let me see, Lala, you helping to raise kids. T, you actually have children. I'm helping to raise kids. There's you have your parents. So with that being in mind, most of us have this thing in us where we say, or you can say whatever you want to say to me, but when you're crossing the kids or you do something to my mama or something like that,
Oh
that
yes. Oh yes. It goes all the way left.
that
I'm not gonna
turns
It
lie.
gets real.
Or my nieces,
It
or my
gets
That's
real.
nephews.
true.
It goes
It
real.
gets real.
hmm
It gets real.
So with that being said, now it might not, all of us might not be on that page when you mess with my kids or when you play with my money, but we all have those triggers.
Yeah,
I just want
well, I guess I could
to
tell this story here for a second if it, coincides with what you're talking about. And of course, you guys know I work at a hotel front desk and everything like that. And sometimes I work by myself on like, Saturdays and Sundays. Well, there was this one particular Saturday where I'm not going to mention any names, anything like that. But all I'm going to say is I had a housekeeper who knocks on doors to see if people are going to extend or check out at 11 o'clock so they can clean the rooms at 11 once they check out, just so they know. Well, this particular person did not answer the door, and she went back to knock on the door again, maybe like 30 minutes later, just to see if, they were checking out. Well, I was at the front desk. Her cart was across from the front desk. The housekeeper's was. And so she came back to the cart, and then all of a sudden I hear a door open up from back in the hallway, and this person is yelling at my housekeeper. And mind you, this housekeeper, she's an older lady. She is so sweet. We all
So
love her.
very sweet.
Um,
So very
and
sweet.
she looked at me because it really hurt her feelings. She looked at me like, she was just doing her job just to see if, this lady was checking out or whatever. So, anywho, this person just, I just said lady, but yeah, she just yelled all throughout the hotel and everything. Stop banging on my door. Like I told you I was checking out. I'm not checking out now. I'm going to extend. Do not come to my door again. So I was like,
Oh my
okay.
god.
And so I told my housekeeper, I said, just hold on. I called the room number. I didn't get an answer. Long story short, she calls me back and everything. And so she was like, yeah, I was going to check out, but I decided to extend my stay. And I said, excuse you, but was it you I heard yelling at my housekeeper? She was like, I wasn't yelling. I was just telling her. I said, no, you were yelling. I said, your voice echoed throughout this hotel. And I said, what you're not going to do is you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to disrespect my housekeeper. And so I said, you cannot extend your stay. She was like, oh, I can extend my stay. I said, no, you cannot extend your stay because you're yelling at me now, and now you're yelling at my housekeeper. I said, and one thing you're not going to do, you're not going to disrespect anybody in this hotel. That's what you're not going to do. She was like, well, how about this? How about I go ahead and make my reservation, and then once it goes through, I come back to the desk. How about that? I said, no, ma'am. I said, what you're going to do is you're going to check out of this hotel at 11:30. There is no extending. How about that? And so she was like, well, I'm going to stay in this room until I book my stay. I said, well, you can go ahead and stay in the room all you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and call the cops and get you escorted off this property. How about that?
Get out.
You know, so I mean, so I got a bad review. If you go look up the hotel I work at and everything, I got a bad review and everything like that. You know, she
But it was
called me like
worth
a
it.
cold-hearted person and all that stuff. But what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna, disrespect any of us, especially when somebody's doing their job. You
Yeah,
know,
that's rude. That's
because
rude.
your money is only good to 11 a.m. anyways. People they like to extend and everything, but at the end of the day, when you are checking out late, you put the housekeepers behind.
Exactly.
Like they have families too. They have, lives too. They want to go ahead and do their job so they can get off of work and, do
No.
that and go home and do what they got to do. But they're waiting on you to check out of the room and you taking your sweet ass time because you don't have nothing to do that day. You
Right.
know, I mean, come on. So, I mean, so yeah, I think I did that, but at the end of the day, I did it out of the respect for my housekeeper because it really hurt her feelings. And, again, I'm not a manager or anything like that, but I had to be a manager that day because if I
Yeah.
would have let that slide, that would have been a bad reflection on me, in front of
Absolutely.
my housekeeper. My housekeeper would have like just looked at me totally differently. Like, you really don't have my back, do
You got the
you?
back.
No, boo, I got your back. I got your back. So,
Hmm.
but yes, do that coincide with what you're talking about, Devontae? Evil for
In
evil, in a way.
a sense, different because I mean, like you said,
Well,
when is it okay to do evil for evil? I mean, and pretty much that resident or whatever you want to call. I'm not for sure what you call people in hotel industry.
You call them. We call it yes.
Yes. I mean,
Oh,
that particular guest, I mean, she pretty much, she disrespected, the staff.
yes.
She thought she was up here and tried to treat you as if you was down here. And
right.
no, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. I'm a
Yeah.
you are, I'm a person, no matter skin color, creed, religion, sexual orientation, it does not matter. So because you think you're up here, guess we'll bring you on down here. All right. You have a
A little
walk
lower. A little lower.
A
A
little
little
bit of
lower, guys.
humility.
of America.
But can I say something on one that I have?
Go ahead.
Because I had one, as we know, I also work in hospitality as well. I had one that checked in with me. I want to say a good weekend. So I proceed to go through my process with them. Normally, I ask them for the secondary ID of the other person's going to be inside the room. First of all, I don't see him lie and say that there's not going to be a second person when you booked on it and you put two people. Not stupid, but you go ahead and admit, yeah, there's going to be a second person. So I said, okay, well, ma'am, we're going to need their ID as well. Like, let's say if they get hurt or they need a key or access to the room. Oh, well, they're not here right now. I just need you to get me in my room.
We get it a lot.
Raphael, step aside. Let Raphael step aside. Ramirez got this.
Excuse me.
Black
Oh,
person.
and it went down that day. I gave her a straight deck. Well, you know what, ma'am? Since you want to have an attitude today, how about we don't do your check-in and you can go take your reservation and go to any one of these other hotels. And
It's
you have a
above
good
me now.
day.
You got right nasty with her.
I went to the ground with it.
It's above me now.
The coochie was scrubbing the ground.
Oh, honey.
Oh, give it to her.
Ah,
I'm a real nice, nasty type of person, but I will tell you, I do have
yes.
a side to me that is just like
Straight nasty.
anybody that knows me knows don't mess with my money, my children, or my food.
Mm. I put
Mm-hmm.
that in the chakra.
If you leave those
That
three
part.
things alone, you can live. You will live. I will let you
That
live.
part.
I'm telling you, I went to Sonic and it was kind of busy. It was like, the pandemic, everybody's going back into the world. what have you. Long story short, my wife and I, we ordered food, and the food didn't come out right away. So I, wanted to buzz in and check on it. I was told that, oh yes, your food is coming, but my food was given to the car next to me. I know it was my food because I ordered a strawberry milkshake a certain way. So I was like, oh, I bet that's my food. Now I'm still not upset. I could be because I'm still hungry and it's already been past 20 minutes. I could be, but I'm still not upset. I get it. It's busy. There's a pandemic that's going on. Let's be patient with everybody. Everybody needs some grace. Let's do this. So I check in again, and the young lady, I'm like, can I see a manager? I see a manager because I really don't want you to just send that food back out to me. I'm willing to wait. Let me see the manager. Let's have a discussion on, what we're going to do about it. So she says, okay, a manager's going to come right out to you. I'm waiting another 30 minutes, guys. So it's like, okay, now I'm getting a little frustrated because you have my money and you have my food. I'm so hungry. So I buzz in again and I'm like, hey, we're waiting on him. I'm still not showing attitude, trying to be graceful.
Right.
Hey, we're waiting on our food. We're waiting on a manager to come out and speak with us. He goes, oh, I'm busy. So I'm guessing now you're the manager. I'm busy right now. You can see that it's busy out here. I get that, but I was told that you were on your way out. So am I waiting for my food to be remade? Like, that's all I wanted to know was my food being remade. Because I was thinking, wait, I don't mind. I get it. You're busy. And he was like, well, do you want your money back? Well, now I do because I don't want you to make my food because I'm scared now you're going to spit in it. So, yeah,
exactly.
Let me get my money. Let me get my money back. Yes. And he was like, okay, whatever. It's not that serious over some food, whatever. And disconnected the box. I was like, okay. I took a deep breath. I looked over at my partner and I was like,
am I going to do it?
He got me fucked up. Got out the car. Slammed the door. I would, Sonic is not you don't eat on the inside. There's no indoor area for Sonic.
Right.
Listen, when I tell you, I walked right up to that front little door, opened it, walked in. Who was that on that microphone? Which one of y'all was on the microphone? Was it you? The girl looked at me and was like, no, it was him back here. The man looked at me and was like, ma'am, you can't be back here. Right, she straight snitched him out. Ma'am, you can't be back here. I said, well, I can't be back here.
Talk about teamwork.
Okay. Oh, he right there. I said, okay, excuse me, sir. You were on the microphone. You were on the intercom. And he was like, ma'am, you can't be back here. Well, how about you come holler at me out here? Like, you playing with me. You playing way too much. Come on out here. Let me holler at you. Man, listen. Long story short, I got my money back and I got a voucher for the same amount. But I don't go to Sonic now because of that. Because that triggered me. It took me into a space that I don't want to be.
That's true.
They
will bring it out of you. They will bring it out of you. And it's like, come on now.
That part, and the girl who ratted him out, maybe he pissed her off that day or something.
And she was there you go, girl. Right here.
Go get him.
Hey, get him.
Piss me off for the day.
Let me get my phone so I can record this.
I know, right?
Get him for me too. Get him for me too.
Oh, but if you pull out a gun, I'm running, okay?
Lord have mercy.
What about you, Devontae?
Yes, Devontae.
I'm nice and nasty as well. I have this ability to be really passive aggressive about a lot of things. Definitely don't play about my money or my family. I'm very, very calm, mellow with a lot of situations. And when you do cross certain lines, like one thing I cannot stand is if I can definitely tell that you are just straight up lying to me.
Like that time we were at the club, trying to get into the club downtown. Devontae.
What club?
I forget what happened, Devontae, but I think your brother was with us too.
Oh, you're talking about when we tried to get into DT. They told me that my
DTs, yes,
they told me that I had on athletic pants.
Oh, that
yes.
night. Yeah.
I told the guy he had no fashion sense and he cannot tell the difference between sweatpants and casual. You know,
On Devontae, sweatpants in a bar or a club? Excuse me?
I see because
Never.
at first I was going to drop it, but I got dressed. Matter of fact, I think it was we had an event to go to. The three of us went to another friend's little event, and we decided to go out.
Yes.
I remember the night
Yes.
and I was about to walk away, and I said, "Wait a second." I said, "Sir," I said, "Tell me something." I said, "Do you ever see somebody wear sweatpants with a belt?"
And you have
Because I kept telling you, I said, Marquise, let's go. I said, let's just go.
I was like,
I said no.
You kept telling me
I told
no.
him
No. You
No.
said no. I'm
Listen,
going to handle
I'm
it.
watching.
Wait.
Here's my thing. If you want to live in an equal world and everything, and treat everybody equally, because you think you're going to get lucky and this girl with a halter top in, you know,
They
no,
shouldn't have had on one.
I'm not deadlifted and everything because you sit up and trying to look at some breasts. No,
Well,
sir.
everybody like a good titty.
Have you ever seen basketball type pants or shorts, whatever, with a belt on? With the hook.
I've never. Never.
No.
I said these are not athletic pants. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you my ID now. I'm gonna go ahead and go in.
And you can stay at the door. Doorman.
What I said about somebody lying to me, like, okay, I have certain coworkers who just love to get out of doing work. So in my very corporate America type way, I always make sure that work they try to get out of doing comes right back around to them. You thought you was not going to do this work, but guess what?
Get some. You got work to do, boo. Where you going at?
I choose times I talk to a nurse for you. They want you out there between this hour and this hour. So go ahead and take care of that. You have a lovely night now.
Good night.
Yes, honey. I love it. I love it.
Very nice, nasty. Because when I tell you, I don't try to get out of doing work, and I will make sure that they cannot get out of doing it because I will make sure that it is scheduled at a time when I know they're on the clock. They had enough time to get settled, with the work day and everything. And it happens before I come in.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you can't push it off again.
Yes, honey. Well, guys, before we go into this next topic here, let's just say to all our viewers who are viewing this, please share this video right now with everyone. Make sure you guys have subscribed to our channel. Make sure you guys click that bell. What'd you say? What'd you say, me? What'd you say?
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, like, share, subscribe. Absolutely, guys. We cannot stress it enough because we see that you guys are watching. So evidently that's something that you like. So make sure you guys subscribe to our channel. That way you can get all the notifications when we go live or when we drop a video every Thursday. So yes.
And if you're watching from Twitter, make sure you're retweeting. If you want to put a caption up there about the show, we are for it. Just share.
All
right, absolutely.
Matter of fact, even
daddy, tell your next door neighbor and tell they cows. I don't care. Just tell
that part.
Tell the cow.
That part.
The cow.
That part. And guys, please do not forget this Saturday at Falls Park in downtown Greenville, South Carolina, I will be performing at one of the main events for Pride, and headlining is Trinity K. Bonet from RuPaul's Drag Race. So you do not want to miss this show. Showtime starts at 11 a.m. through 5 p.m. So it's an all-day event. It's free to the public. Free to the public, but VIP is already sold out, guys. So
Don't they
sorry.
find me?
Wow.
So
No.
yes.
I kept waiting for people to get on board with going VIP with me, and they sold out on me. I'm so disappointed. But I will be attending the after party though, so I'll be there.
The after party. There's an after party.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a
After
fashion
the
show
party, there's
type
an
event
after
too.
party, and
Yes.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can't wait.
So,
VIP for that. I'll be on the front row.
I
Oh,
will be
front row center.
Front row.
getting the
Let's
memo.
roll
Going.
margarita. Oh my God, yes.
yes, honey, yes. So make sure you guys are out there at Falls
I
Park
can
this
listen to you
Saturday.
on here.
So when you see this video on Thursday, this Saturday, I will
This
be
Saturday.
performing at the Falls Park main event Pride event.
What's that day
So
again?
Saturday, June 26th. And guys, I promise you, I will not stay away for another 2 years or anything like that. The reason why I stayed away for like another year or so because of COVID. You know, I was just terrified of COVID. I was very terrified of COVID. I really was. People that was going to the clubs and everything, they was catching COVID, and I couldn't bring that back to my household. You know, tell me, God, I couldn't bring that back to my household.
Okay.
La.
COVID,
Understood.
which y'all know is
baby.
COVID is an illusion, but I'm not going to get into that.
What?
Anywho, that's a whole nother show.
It is.
Watch us next week. But
We could have a whole heated discussion.
man, next week, stay tuned.
Huh.
Hit that bell so you can get notifications. It's gonna be good. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
But
All right,
In
guys.
fact,
So
we
what's
should
up
get a
next?
doctor on here to talk to. I know one that'll join in and talk about it.
Okay,
A
let's go.
doctor and Devontae going at it.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Oh, I would love
Let's
this.
go.
There you go.
Devontae is ready. Let's go.
I call that doctor out.
Let's go.
Right. Bring them.
What you say? Bring them.
Bring them. Bring them.
Bring them.
I am
Yes.
here
What else is new, y'all?
I'm down
What's
for
going on?
Yes.
But speaking of getting heated, somebody who I know has a fierce attitude is that lovely lady, Kate Michelle.
Ooh.
What is K Michelle doing? The last time I seen K Michelle, she was somebody had rung her doorbell. That's the last time I've seen K Michelle when that little girl when the little girl was playing with her doorbell and everything, and K Michelle yelled back at her. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I remember.
I didn't see
I
that.
You remember?
viral.
Okay. And I think the little girl went running away or something like that.
You know
Danced on her front porch and K
Yeah,
Michelle.
she was dancing on front porch.
Mhm.
That's what it was. She was dancing.
She's currently in the hot seat because of her new look, but old look. Apparently, she's come off as looking as though she's got a little bit of jaw work done and a little bit of nose work done. Now, don't get it twisted. This K Michelle that we see is very beautiful. Whoever she created is a very beautiful woman, and make no mistake of it, she made it very clear from the very beginning, when I'm rich, I am going to turn myself into a Barbie doll.
Well,
She
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, because if you have it, if you got it, you can do it. You can do it. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. The Jacksons did it. The Jacksons did it. Aubrey O'Day, she done it.
Exactly.
Kim. That's all I gotta say. Little Kim. I'm done.
Well, Little Kim, yes, but Little Kim, her surgery went good. It's just her makeup. You know, all the contouring and everything. Her makeup is botched at times. Her makeup is botched at times.
That woman.
No, her makeup is botched at times.
Got her implants removed from her butt. That was it.
We're talking about K Michelle now?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
You
should
know,
have left it
Des be
alone.
all
We
over
should
the
have just
place.
left it. Don't get me wrong. I
Okay, so
love
K
Kevin
Michelle.
Shelton.
Okay, so my thing is, why should it matter to anybody else what you do to your face? It's not
It really
yours.
doesn't. Yeah,
It's
it
not
really
yours
doesn't. I
because
said, you know what I would do if
what?
I was K Michelle. This is what I would do because she looks like a completely different person. I don't care which way you look at it. She's gorgeous, however,
Mm-hmm.
it's a beautiful look. But I would just change my name and be a whole new artist. Since people
Wasn't
don't
she
look,
supposed to be a
since people look
country?
at her and say that's not K Michelle. Yep, I
She's a
would
country
go
artist now.
ahead and change my whole entire name. I would now be Kimberly.
Oh,
Kimberly.
she looks that much.
Yes,
I
but you
haven't
know,
seen
it's
it.
not bad though. It's really not bad.
Okay.
She has like really structured up. We'll put let's put up pictures, you know, of the new Kama show. It's a pinkish wig, like that she has on a pink lace front, which is very pretty. It's very soft. She looks very soft. It actually makes her look a lot more youthful, in my
Oh,
opinion.
okay. Okay.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, I say if you got it, honey, go ahead and do it because a lot of
yeah.
people who say they aren't for that, if they had the money, they will look in the mirror and they will find something wrong with them. And they would say, "Oh, I need to go get this tweaked up a little bit." And you
If
come
I
into
had
your
the money,
friends, like, do you see anything? Do you notice anything different?
We're
Like,
not. We're
I don't know if y'all
we're
can
not
see
doing
this or
that
not,
again.
but it's
yes, there she is. Yes,
oh, she's
She's
beautiful.
isn't
beautiful,
she?
yeah,
Isn't
but
she gorgeous?
she looked like
Yes.
somebody else though.
Absolutely gorgeous. But she
Yeah, I
looks
do
like a
agree.
completely different person.
Well, she don't look bad at all. She
I'll
don't,
tell
that's
you
just
what.
people that's hating, people that think that she would make it, people that think
Yeah,
that she
that's
wouldn't
it.
have gotten it done because she probably have told people, that hey, once I get this amount of money, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They're
She
like, girl,
did.
bye. You're not gonna do that. And
And here
look, she
you
got the
are.
money, she did.
If I
So,
had the money, I would get my nose fixed to look like Kelly Rowland. I'm not kidding. I love her nose.
uh,
She
when
does
you
have a cute
when you
nose.
say that, did you did y'all ever watch Freddy versus Jason?
Here you go.
When
Here you
Kelly, when
go.
Kelly was looking through
Here
that,
you
when Kelly
go.
was looking through that book, and then he said, "Got your nose."
Only you.
No, when she mentioned Kelly Rowland's name,
I
when she
know.
mentioned Kelly's
I
name,
know.
when she mentioned Kelly's name in her nose, that's the only thing I can mention. I picture Kelly looking through that book, and Freddy Krueger came through that magazine. He said, "Got your nose."
Got your nose. Because that's what she was looking at, like plastic surgery.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. But
Sorry,
I
I
like
Kelly.
would,
watching it
I would
now.
shave this off, and I would,
Yeah,
point it a little more. I love her nose.
right,
If
right.
I
Well,
had
I
it, I
would
would
say
do
this.
it.
I would get veneers.
The
Yeah,
Jacksons, they have all done it pretty much. I don't know about the newer generation, but I know, Janet, she has had tons of nose surgeries. Michael had tons of nose surgeries, and Latoya, she tried her best to look like Michael, so she tried to get a nose as, you know, plastic surgery as Michael's as she could, because I guess she wanted to be him. Sorry, Latoya, I'm sorry. Sorry, Latoya. Oh Lord, let's just say,
you shall not speak
let's just
bad about the
say
Jacksons.
let's just say if Latoya didn't want to be Michael, go on YouTube after the show or tomorrow, type in Latoya Jackson bad or beat it, where she tried to perform Michael's song and it yeah,
It was a
It
mess.
backfired.
it was a mess.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Was
go
it
and
a
watch it.
hot
I'm gonna watch
mess?
it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
It was a mess. But
Hold
But
anyhow,
on.
yeah,
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, K Michelle.
you
Like, girl,
see
you
it.
do
She looks
you.
beautiful.
You
Yeah,
got
she
the
looks
money, honey.
beautiful.
Do whatever you got to do, baby. Do whatever.
And we
Do
still
whatever
love your
makes
voice.
you feel happy. You know,
I remember the first time
because
I heard K Michelle's voice, I was like, "Who is this girl screaming in this radio at me?"
yes,
She is
yes.
screaming at the top of
Yeah.
her lungs. She is giving me everything she got. All of the breath in her lungs has been exhaled to give me this note. Who is this girl?
Hmm.
K Michelle who? Man,
Yeah.
listen, and I have been a fan since. So keep doing your
My
thing, baby.
first time seeing her was on 106 in Park when they did
Yeah.
something for like the new artist. That was my first time seeing her. Yeah. Devontae, how do you feel about it?
Well,
I love a new look. I mean,
You love it? Okay, good.
I agree with T. She probably should change her name. It's like Kimberly, maybe Kim. Something like that. I mean, but because I think it'll suit her new look. And
Is she
I mean,
still
but
is
she
she still in
also
Love and Hip Hop?
I don't know.
No.
No.
She's
She
not
has
on Love
left
and Hip
that
Hop
She
no
got her
more.
own
franchise.
show.
Okay.
She got her
Okay.
own
She left
show.
that franchise.
But she
Got
could
you.
definitely revamp herself as well. I mean, and if down the road she wants to come back to K Michelle, I mean, she can.
Then
But
she can come back to K
Absolutely.
Michelle. Because she is
I
K
definitely
Michelle.
agree.
You know?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Des, did you have something to say or did you already say it?
He said he
well,
would get
now,
veneers.
You
yeah, I
would
said
get
I was getting
veneers.
married.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at
There's nothing wrong
all.
with that.
I'm
So
getting lipo.
You better suck and tuck it, bitch.
Listen, I'm
you're so
getting
Yeah.
silly.
skinned off.
Not fucking second.
You know,
Snatch.
Well,
I would get lipo and like put it in my boobs and have my boobs lifted up.
This is what I said.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this tightened. I'm gonna get down here sucked out, but I'm gonna have all this that's sucked out moved to the back.
Okay. Yes. Throw them cheeks back
so
there.
you
Give me
want
some shade.
Yes. Waist look. This waist is gonna
From
be
the cake.
booty gonna be a 40.
All right, booty.
Listen.
Booty rocking everywhere.
And they gonna move on their own too.
He about to spit his liquor at.
That's just
I
nasty.
cannot when you bungo drumming your
Yes.
booty.
When you get, I want to move on their own. Listen, I want to be able to sit in that position over my bed and go like this.
Hey,
Ah.
I can do that.
I did.
Woo. Okay.
wait.
It's real.
Wait. I was drinking this tea, and I didn't hear what you said. I was still on your booty. Do that.
Listen,
Oh, you are talented.
Some people got the gift, honey, and I just don't have that gift.
Yeah, and I'm
Yes,
one
you
of
do.
them.
Yours
Is our
bounces when
next
you walk.
topic.
La la.
I can twerk it on my man's dick and everything, honey, but I can't do all that stuff, child. He brought the writer out of me because before him, I never wrote before, but he brought the writer right out of me.
Sebastian.
And now
I didn't even
I
know
love to
the
ride. I love to ride now. Okay.
Devontae sick as me.
Sebastian, I need more drink, please.
I love to ride now.
I
I am a rider to the day I die.
Oh my god. I
They gotta make
cannot.
up on their horse, huh?
Anyway.
Yeah, because you have control.
Was it a Clydesdale horse?
Yeah, I like.
You have control. You have control for them not to go as deep, because they like to go deep,
Oh, well, he ain't doing
and
it.
yeah, I haven't did the reverse what is it, cowgirl thing.
Yes.
I haven't did that yet,
You
but
should
we're gonna
try that.
experiment.
You should try
Oh,
that.
so
You'll
you
really get
look
to
at
life.
him while you ride.
Huh?
You look at him while you ride.
Look at the facial expression. It's killing me.
I look at him when I ride.
Yeah.
I like to see his facial expression. So yeah,
So
I do.
you
I
ride
love
the
to see that.
soul out of them.
Yes, while he's grabbing on back there, slapping it,
That's
honey.
why. Okay, so that's why he can't go that deep because when you do reverse, you can go deep.
Well, technically,
I didn't know
Until
that.
you control that,
technically,
Lala.
you can still go deep while you're facing them.
That's a
She just has
different.
to submit.
Well,
That's all
he
you
tried
gotta do.
that. He
All he
tried
gotta do is
that.
pick that
He
leg
tried
up
that when he
and that
lifted
weight,
me up.
pull that
When
weight
he lifted.
down and elevate that pelvis.
Then shut up.
Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, he
Then
did that
shut
when he lifted
up.
me up, and I said, "Oh no, baby, I got this." Okay, you just sit back and you just let me ride, honey. Because he has his
Boxes are being
thing.
beat.
He has his thing where when he gets
Yes.
lost, when he gets lost, he likes to And I'm just like, baby, slow down, And he can't help it because he's nutting.
And you?
We're not gonna talk about that, okay? We're not gonna talk about that. But we have just the other night he shot up my he shot up my eye, honey. Just the other night he shot up my eye.
Yes, in her
Yes.
eye. Yes, in her eye.
You look big. Oh, look. She said on her eye. LOL.
La we tested. The other night I had a dream about fish.
You was so doggone silly. No, we don't take it that far or anything like that. But
babies are brewing.
Ah,
I haven't before him. I hadn't had sex in almost over 5 years. So he's the first guy in 5 years I've had sex with. So he's brought up my inner freakiness that's been, bottled up and everything and stuff that I wanted to do and stuff that I seen in porn. That I was like, how do they do this? And when you get down to it, you're like, oh, this is easy.
it was easy.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, he is a white guy, but he is huge. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Yes, honey. He touched all my walls. Okay. Why y'all get quiet like that?
Well, all right. Well, thank you, Zane, for that erotic book.
Yes,
Listen.
I need to check my drawers. I don't know. My goodness.
Oh gosh. Oh.
It's gonna be called
Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost an hour in.
Cindy.
Yeah.
Clean up
I definitely don't want to leave the fans out without speaking about the most important thing. We're going to go ahead and bring Trick Daddy Pregnant for the last 10 years to the front of the congregation.
He's canceled. You're canceled. That's it.
Completely.
Canceled. How dare you come for the queen? That's one thing you don't do. Carrie Hilson just bounced back from coming for the queen.
You really think that Beyonce got Carrie canceled?
I truly believe so. I truly believe she got her blackballed in the because that's one thing you don't do.
Wait, what?
Carrie Hilson, you remember Carrie Hilson?
Oh, Carrie Hilson. Okay,
yeah,
baby,
Carrie Hilson.
Thought you said Kelly. I was gonna say, wait, are we beefing with this?
No, Carrie Hilson.
Carrie Hilson.
So yeah, I mean, she's just now coming back, and she's apologizing because it wasn't really her that wanted to do it. It was the producer that wanted Carrie to do it because the producer said that she would be more famous if she did it. And so when she did it, when she did the diss track and it went left, he left her and went straight on over to Beyonce. So I mean, it got her blackball, and it took her years to come back. She's still trying to recover from that to come back. She's doing interviews to this day, still talking about it. She's still trying to come back. So for Trick Daddy to have been away for so long, now he's on Love and Hip Hop, Miami, whatever it is. He's still trying to come back, but at the end of the day, you talking about Beyonce will get you canceled. Point blank.
You're never gonna come back.
You're never gonna come back.
You really signed your death threat. You signed your own suicide note.
And then it's a bad reflection on the people who like Trina. It's a bad reflection on the people that like Trina because now they're gonna come for that whole team. We don't fuck with y'all. Because if you with him, you support what he said and everything like that about Beyonce. So no, they're not gonna fuck with any of them. ever again.
I think
Well, you
Trina
know what? I'll like kind of like go against that and saying that Trina makes sure that she separates herself from Trick Daddy. Period.
I
That's
His
was
a good
just going to
antics,
thing.
say that
what he
she
said,
did.
how he is. She does make sure she separates herself from that, and she does make sure that she lets people know that she represents all Black women, and she is not in the business of anybody that's down in a Black woman. She don't care who it is. Point blank.
That's a
Period.
good thing
So
because her and Kelly
Trina's
Rowland
gonna be
worked together, I
safe. You know what I
believe,
mean?
right?
Yes, they
Didn't her
did.
and
They did.
Kelly Rowland work
Yes,
together at one point in time
Yeah.
in their
yes.
career? So I
Yeah.
mean,
So, you know,
but
but
for
you know, how dare you speak on? Let's go into like numbers. La, run
they're
them
not in the
numbers
same
though.
tax
Like,
bracket.
What tax bracket is that?
Trick Daddy is his net worth is like 150,000 dollars. Beyonce is $355 million worth and growing.
sir, I could buy you 3 times.
I'll say this
I can buy you more than that.
about the network, and this is going to be
Sweet
one of
tea.
those play devil's advocate for a
Mm-mm-mm.
second, but I don't know exactly how much money Trick makes versus how much Beyonce makes. But when we look up network, that's more along the lines of did they make better business, investments? Do they own more property, things of that nature? Now I'm pretty sure that Beyonce definitely can, buy Daddy and everything that he's worth. However, it could be more along the lines of Trick doesn't know how to hold on to some of their money. And so
No.
Well,
Okay.
let me say
Let's
this
just
No.
let's just say this,
because
No.
guys.
Daddy ain't got no business. None.
Let's tell the
None.
viewers. Let's tell the viewers about why we're discussing this whole thing, okay? Because Trick Daddy had did
Yeah.
an
Let's go into
interview.
it.
He did an interview claiming that Beyonce could not sing. That his mom. Then he said
All
something about
right.
his mom was her vocal coach or something like that, and she could never
Yep.
hit a
Listen,
note
she doesn't write.
and that she doesn't write. But Beyonce has written over 195 songs that we know of today, plus songs that we have not even heard yet that are still unreleased. And she was probably writing in girls' time too.
Don't worry. I'll wait.
195 songs that Beyonce has written. And it's you can look it up yourself. All the songs she has ever written. It's 195 total plus more. So I mean, she don't write her own music, her own songs. She was writing back writings on the wall that I know of. Then of course the Survivor album,
Mm-hmm.
plus her own albums and everything too. I mean, come
When she
on.
features the song
Yes.
that she did, like when she features in other people's music, she writes the songs that are done.
She writes her own songs. She writes her own songs. So of
So
course, that writing credit, honey, is going to get you through. Kelly, she writes too. I mean, she done wrote some songs for Brandy and all that stuff. And Brandy has contributed writings on her songs as well and everything. So I mean, the only person I don't know who is a writer is Michelle Williams. She probably writes some stuff. She probably wrote most of her, gospel
Gospel
songs.
does
album.
she writes gospel? Yeah, she writes the
Yes.
gospel
The
music.
gospel
I don't know if
album.
she does
Yeah.
more of the R&B,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah,
Um,
Trick
but
Daddy,
yeah,
you
there's a lot of
canceled yourself,
people.
honey. And
You canceled yourself when you said that. Like, why are
yeah,
you even coming for me? I said, do you want attention?
you're
Is
not
that what
even
you
in
want?
her category. Like you can never be in the category of J and B. Like
Like
you'll never
like
be in the
Whitney
same.
Houston,
Y'all will never run in the same circle
Circle.
ever. You'll never run into each other. Like
right,
I go to the Grammys, you go
right.
to the Love and Hip Hop reunion.
The
We're
BET
on
Choice
two
Awards.
different
like
levels.
like Whitney Houston did and Sparkle when who was that when Sparkle was coming for her in front of the
Yep, in
Reverend
front
and
of
that
the whole everything.
and that comedian and
At
she
the
her
table.
daughter tried to get her to stop talking and everything. She said no. She said no, let her get her attention.
Let her get her, yeah, let her get her attention. Because she clearly is desperate for it. Let her get her attention.
That's my
Go
favorite part
ahead.
of the movie, honey. She said, no.
Get your
Let her get her attention. You know, so
And she said it too.
I
No, no,
said
no,
that
no,
damn Whitney Houston.
no, 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 no. Oh, we miss you, Whitney.
We do miss you, Whitney.
I
We
will
do
say this.
miss
I
you.
think he did
But
all
yeah,
that
Big Daddy,
because
sit down. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think he's doing all that because they're getting ready to start back Love and Hip
No,
Hop.
no, you can't do that because that's gonna get
But
everybody canceled.
let's just be honest.
No, to get
That's the only way to get stuff going because they're gonna be like, okay, well, if he feels about this, let's tune in and find out
It's
what he's
gonna put
saying.
everybody
Because
in a bad
also
light.
with that, Trick Daddy has already gone off on one of his co-stars that has gone off
Beyonce
on him.
runs the world. Boo.
I'm
Did we
no,
forget
no
that?
denying,
I don't know about
denying,
that now.
no denying. She did.
Beyonce runs, or she has the
That
power
wasn't
to
up for
get.
discussion, Devontae.
She has the power to cancel everybody. How do you think Taylor Swift got on? Think about that. Think
Which
about
that
it.
moment she walked up and said, "Let her have her shine." So the world said, "Let's let Taylor have her shine." Like
Exactly.
Beyonce
Beyonce
said.
has that power, y'all. Y'all think I'm lying. Beyonce has that power.
I am here
All she
with
gotta
you,
say is
Lola. I
no.
am in full
Look at Carrie
agreement.
Hilson. Look at Carrie Hilson
World
for
stop.
existence.
Carry
Exactly.
on.
You know, so I'm being for real. Beyonce has that power. Who else are you? You either hear about the Kardashians or you hear about Beyonce. She can get the Kardashians canceled. Hell,
And we know
because there
you are
was
We
waiting
something
for
damn
going
that.
on.
near got Kim Kardashian canceled. No bull jiving.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
No bull jiving. But we love you, B.
We love you,
Trick
B. She gonna be all
Daddy.
right, honey.
Honestly, you're past due anyway. The last
Yeah.
time I'll tell y'all a story
Oh,
about
you're
Trick
straight from
Daddy.
the Vontae.
I used to work at Ruby Tuesday in Orangeburg, South Carolina, and like off of the highway, and it was just the spot where everybody goes that does concerts and so on and so forth. If you're in for Alfie Ruddard and Tracy Ellis Ross came to this restaurant when
Oh,
Barack Obama was running for president because they were doing a campaign thing at South Carolina State. So therefore, we're right there at the spot. Trick Daddy comes in with his crew because they did a concert at South Carolina State that night. They came into Ruby Tuesday. I was their server. I walk up to the table because I really don't care that you're Trick Daddy. You put your pants on one leg at a time like I do. I can care less. How may I help you today? What would you
right.
like? This man said to me, I would like you on the table and a bib on my shirt. I was like, you know what? That is not on the menu. Thank you. However, because I am an aspiring artist, I did give him my telephone number. When I tell you this man called me 40 going north, I cannot make this up. One moment he called me while I was in class, and Dr. Moses was like, Tamika, if you do not cut your phone off, I'm going to have you exit my classroom. So he decided to call one more good time. I leave out of class. He like, what are you doing? Why are you not answering my phone calls? I said, sir, excuse me. I am not your trick, nor are you my daddy. I will not be answering this phone for you whenever you choose to. I am in school. I am in class right now. When I get out of class, I will holler at you if I feel like it. Never heard from him again. But you're a nobody, Trick Daddy.
Represent that.
Nobody.
Nobody.
You
That's right,
know,
honey.
That tea was good.
Mic
That
drop.
sweet tea was good.
That was good. This whole
Please.
show was good, honey. Okay. This whole show was good. Absolutely. Absolutely.
all of
Devontae, do you
the
have
now,
anything that you want to say, Devontae?
I'm good.
Well, can I say something?
Sure.
I would like to take this time out to wish Portia Williams a happy 40th. She just turned
Happy
40.
birthday, Portia.
Happy birthday,
We love
Portia.
you.
Oh, happy
Queen
birthday.
Portia.
Happy birthday, Portia.
Speaking of people
Absolutely.
to shout out, guys, you know who watches our show still?
Who?
Miss Robinson.
Dawn,
Dawn.
my girl.
She watches our show, guys. So shout out to Miss Dawn. Hey Dawn, we can't wait to have
Hey,
you back,
Dawn.
boo. So she
It's
still watches the
crazy.
show and everything. So
Thank
yeah,
you, Donna.
absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all should like
Oh,
individually hit her up in her inbox and everything. She responds. She knows who we
yeah.
are. So definitely hit her up, you know. So, just see how she's doing and everything. Because occasionally I do it, to see how she's doing, see how everything's going. She's back up and everything. She says she misses us. She always says she had a great time with us on the show. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe next time when she come back, T, you can go ahead and
Get this
go
girl
ahead and
group
give
going.
her
Like
Go
we
ahead and give her
started
one.
that
exactly.
conversation and was ended unfortunately. But Don, I am here for it. If you have a girl group you wanting to get together, let's have that conversation. I'm gonna inbox you.
Yeah, most
I really see
definitely.
that in my
Most definitely.
tunnel vision. Tunnel vision.
Yeah, most definitely, guys. But to our viewers who are watching tonight, we love you all. We hope that you guys are having the best time of your lives in this moment. And we hope that you can take something from this show once again and apply it to your everyday life. Whether it was, the shade, whether it was the jokes, whether it was, the sex talk, or whether it was just getting your life when Tamika went in on, Trick, Daddy. So,
A
yes.
trick of a daddy
Probably
should be
went in
more
on.
like it.
I'm not your trick and you not my daddy.
All right. And most
Hello, say
importantly,
that one more time.
guys, make sure that you guys are out here doing one good deed a day, whether it's paying it forward or opening up a door for somebody or just complimenting someone. Do at least one good deed a day. So, with that being said, guys, do y'all have anything else to say? Or no?
Well,
I'm T.
All right. With that being said, I'm your girl, Lala.
I'm Devontae.
I'm dead.
And guys, we will see you all back next week.
Love
Enjoy.
you guys.
Sure, y'all like,
Bye.
Bye.
subscribe, and comment down at the bottom because we will be at the bottom all day, every day.
You're always at the bottom.
Yes, yes. Once again, guys, this Saturday, Falls Park, June 26th, I will be performing. Trinity K. Bonet will be headlining the show for the Pride event. So, guys, make sure you're there because there's going to be one show you do not want to miss. Other than that, see y'all later.
Actually, the
Bye.
man say you're actually at the bottom more than anyone else. Let's not forget about that.
Okay.
In the bushes.
Can we end the
We
show
got
now? I
company.
think we can end the show now.